Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, upside down Christmas tree. How strange it is to see you like this. So, what you're looking at here uh, is a Del Coronado Hotel this year. This is, as far as I know, this is the first year that Del Coronado Hotel in San Diego, one of my favorite places to hang out. This is the first time that I know of that they've inverted, hung the Christmas tree upside down. And you guys, I listened to Scarab's show. I listened to Brian. Brian's in the room here. He's going to come in a second. But I am as blown away as most people um, on this one. I mean, you guys, I've been taking a break and trying to assess what I'm doing with this channel. And like I said on the last video, it would take something like this for me to come back and hang out with you guys right now. Yeah, no. Um, so I called my mom and I said, "Hey, mom, do you ever remember anything about upside down Christmas trees? Did anybody that we knew, did they ever do this in the town we grew up in?" And I was expecting her to say, "No, I've never heard of it." But I'm a little like tweaked right now because my mom's like, "Oh yeah, yeah, it was sacrilegious and it was like this thing where people, they didn't like it, but some people still did it." And I'm like, "Wait, what?" And I know I don't have any recollection of this weird thing that apparently this year, 2017, I guess maybe last year too, it started to become a thing again. And I can understand that. I can be like, okay, cool. So it was something from the past that started to gain traction again. And that's cool. Like, I get how that stuff happens. But this is one of those things that for me personally, and I think for a lot of people right now, they've never seen it. They've never seen a freaking Christmas tree upside down like this. So Brian, you said you got some more information on this that you wanted to share.
Yeah, hey, Life Matrix. I just wanted to thank you for letting me come on and talk for a little bit because there's some stuff I failed to mention yesterday about it
Yeah, yeah.
on
No,
our
go
on our
for it.
show. Dude, I think they are totally zeroing in on the pineal gland here. If you notice, there are statues of pine cones and pine trees around the Vatican and around a lot of churches. Um, I've been doing a little research into it. The pineal gland is the key to perception. And
Mm.
by inverting the Christmas tree, I think they are keying in on it. They're like zeroing us in on it. They're trying to bring it to our attention, the pineal gland. It's just
I,
my theory, you
No,
know.
very, very possible. And I listened to Scarab's thing on this, and it was quite interesting his take on it too, where it's like an attack on Christmas and
Hmm.
Christianity and all that kind of stuff. How do you feel about that part?
Well, and I even as far as like the attack on Christmas, like I was wondering, okay, where are you going to put the star? Okay, for one thing, you going to put it on the stump, or are
Right.
they going to make a tree stand in the shape of a star? I thought about that too. And I asked my son. He asked, or I told him, and he asked me the same thing. He said, "Daddy, where are we going to put the star?" So I don't feel like participating in that. Buying a upside down Christmas tree. Uh, I just don't feel it's right. It's out of the tradition, out of the norm. Every movie we've ever seen. Come on, if it was a trend, we would have seen it somewhere.
Yeah, and that
And
was the thing too. When
even
I
in the
spoke.
Lowe's and the Home Depot, we would have seen it somewhere.
Right, right. And we would have seen it in the movies. And when I phoned my mom and I asked her about this, she says, "Oh yeah, I've seen it. We've seen it in movies." And I'm like, "Wait,
What?
what? No, I've
Wait,
never
what?
seen
What
what movie."
movie?
Yeah, what movie?
Exactly, dude. Exactly. What movie?
So so here's the thing though. If we go over to uh Okay, first off, let's look at this, right? So, uh, I looked. I see. What did I search for? I searched for. Give me a second here. I think I searched for vintage upside down Christmas tree, and I'm not really finding anything. I mean, there's plenty of photos, but I'm not finding anything that looks that vintage to me. Like I was just hoping to see some, 60s, 70, folk hanging around the upside down Christmas tree. But, thus far, I haven't seen anything of that nature. At least that's obvious.
Right. Is this a definite change for you as it is me?
Well, it is. I mean, it's to me like I've never seen this. I know it, the history that it came from Europe, I think, is what I researched that it started in Europe somewhere, but in the past 2 years, it's gained traction here. But if this was, now see, that's how I remember Christmas trees. That looks right.
You talking
Yeah.
about straight up and down? I
Yeah,
can't tell.
yeah. When you think about what looks more innocent and what looks more sinister, I mean, to me, that looks more sinister. It's kind of cool because it's different, but it looks sinister to me. This looks more
Yeah,
like,
it doesn't even look like a Christian. I know Christmas derived from a pagan holiday, but it just doesn't seem like it's good for Christian at all.
right.
Like I don't know. I don't know. I guess there's advantages to having one, but
Yeah. Yeah, well,
I just
here's
don't
to
feel
me,
right
yeah,
about
more,
it.
more commercialism and presence under the tree. But I mean, 2009 here. Here's a photograph from 2009, but I just haven't seen anything. Oh, that was weird looking. What was that? Yeah, no, that's evil. See, look at that. It was like some weird demonic freaking devil thing on top of this thing in this photo. That's weird.
I, I've also read Christ crucifixion, how he had his arms out and his legs together downward. So it's supposed to be shaped like that, sort of. But it just seems wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, it's very strange. So okay, so you can keep going through and looking at the photos, and I still like don't see anything that you know
Yeah, and I
looks like.
asked Garib too about Santa in the green suit. Which he didn't give me a definite answer.
Yeah, well,
But
he says
as far as I know,
I
Santa's always
heard.
had a red and white, huh?
Yeah, I've never seen Santa in a green suit,
Yeah, maybe
and that's how
elves,
this
but
thing
that's
works
about it.
because some of us will have memory of these things, and some of us won't because I still say it's like merging timelines, realities, but uh, and I still have some other theories I don't know that I don't like to discuss as much, but I mean, yeah, I don't see any like really old like 60s, 50s, whatever photos of this. I mean, you would think out of Google Images you would find something, but
Yeah, like you would see it in ads, like especially J.C. Penney catalog, which we all know is it's now J.C. Penney.
but
But yeah,
hey,
you would see it in Sears, Roebuck catalog or J.C. Penney. You would see it somewhere if you could, if they had them all this time. Where's the evidence? Where's the proof? That's what I want to ask the people who are non-ME affected. Like, okay, where's your proof that they were always here like this,
oh,
or is that just
there is proof, and we're going to get to that.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
But what's interesting is that like looking at this right now, like I just typed in 1950s upside down Christmas tree 1950s, and I mean it's not obvious to me that we're seeing the 50s here. I mean
I
it's
just
like
and I do see a lot of like Back to the Future reference here with Twin Pines Mall becoming, uh, the Lonely Pine Mall or whatever, single pine. And there's seems to be a reference too throughout the movie of the Twin Towers and 9/11. This whole 9/11 waking up thing,
right.
pineal gland. I'm trying to see a connection. Like most people, I'm trying to toss ideas up in my mind because we can't they only throw us clues in bits and pieces, and you never know if th're trying to throw you off the scent. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I have all these theories too. I know. It's tough.
So it's really strange. So okay, so look here. Uh, here's newspapers.com. 52 over 52,000 matches for upside down Christmas trees.
Oh my gosh.
And thank you, Party Puppy, by the way, for the access to newspapers.com. And it looks like you can see here it starts to take off in like, let's see, where are we at here?
And but I got to give a shout out to Teresa Lynch for pointing me in this direction of the upside down Christmas trees.
Yes, right. Yeah, your friend, our
I would
friend Teresa
eventually,
Lynch.
but my attention. So yeah, our friend Teresa Lynch. Okay.
So how did she find it, Brian? How did she come across it?
I'm not sure how she finds this stuff. Like really, she gets heavily involved in Facebook for one thing. But she is very observant. She's one of those people that is
I know
really alive and
yeah,
awake.
she's totally. I know the stuff she finds for you. It's true.
Dude,
Um,
she spotted another one, and you might want to do a video. Wendy's, the N has a hook on it now where it didn't before.
right, right. Um, so let's see. Here's one from 2005. Let's see what it says here. And you can make the argument, yeah, well, it just wasn't that popular like this article is stating here. Uh,
Hmm.
but it says, let's see, upside down Christmas trees are not too popular. Um,
Oh, okay. So they give you a logical explanation for why people didn't have them back then. In other words, there's always
yeah,
some logical explanation
we
as
like it
to
because it
why.
saves space. No, I mean, my view of this is it's always existed on the timeline that we are now in. That's my take on it. I mean, I don't think that, this somehow, you know, retroactively went back and changed all these freaking newspapers because we know that for the most part, the newspapers are, I mean, I don't know. It follows the timeline of now, and we can find lots of reality residue. I do believe that upside down Christmas trees have always been a thing now, but some of us came from a reality. Obviously, many of us did that we've never seen this before.
No, not my timeline. I mean,
Let's see if
I feel like we would have seen it.
oh, at
Like,
least once.
yeah. And I believe we'll be talking about this as the weeks go up to Christmas. I'm wondering how many people are actually going to buy one.
Look here. Retailers 2005. Retailers report that a hot craze this Christmas season is upside down Christmas trees. We first heard of them in the Des Moines Register, so we took a virtual walk online to find out if it was real or a silly Christmas fable. Turns out, folks, they are very real and very popular. Yeah, no, this
Something else you might want to think about. I know we've been talking a lot about the AI lately. Okay, if you
dude.
put
When you
the
were
A in
dude,
the I,
real quick,
take the A and put it up over the I, you get a tree.
yeah,
And
yeah.
not to mention, if you put the I above the A, you get the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, well, you know what? When
So
you were
just something to
talking,
think about.
not to get too off track, but when you guys were talking about, A1 steak sauce,
Dude, it
uh,
had a dash. I'm telling you.
well, I know we all know that, but I'm thinking now it looks like AI. It looks like the
Yeah,
AI,
yeah,
right?
yep.
Yeah. Well, hey, man, the Grinch has a Halloween special now, so
Anything's
that,
possible right now with the Mandela effect.
uh,
We're going
dude.
to see a
So
whole slew of things coming. I can assure you, because
2000.
I thought that things were going to change once and that's it, but I've been seeing logos change, not once, not twice, but three times. So be on guard. Put on God's armor. Get ready. That's all I'm saying.
All right, what is she doing with the Christmas trees here? I don't think that's what we're looking for.
Jesus is the reason for the season.
Let's see, 2005. Downward spiral in the hustle and bustle of Christmas. lives get turned upside down. So why shouldn't the artifacts of the holiday, uh, upside down Christmas trees, are in high demand this year? This is
Yeah, while
2005.
while we're all at it, let's get upside down Christmas trees and wear our shirts inside out. You know, come on.
I mean, why haven't we seen a ugly sweater with an upside down Christmas tree on it?
Oh man, because you'd be made fun of in a heartbeat.
Uh,
Uh,
I mean, so many things are reversed, in this reality. So it just doesn't surprise me. But it seems sacrilegious. It really does, man. I mean, even if it does, the holiday comes from a pagan thing. I get it, all that. But I'm like, it still seems like, let's go back to the 70s here. See what comes up. Let's see. No, let's see. Let's narrow it down. So we've got, what is this? Okay, so 1958 to 1979. What do we have? So it blew my mind though when my own mom said, "Oh yeah, I've known about upside down Christmas trees. Yeah, we've seen it done." I'm like, we would never do it, but I'm thinking of all the people as a kid that during Christmas time, all the houses I've ever been into during Christmas time, all the stores, not to have seen it one time ever, ever. I mean, there are articles here. Let's see what we got here. You still there? I think we might have lost you. Well, that's cool, man. I appreciate you coming in, Brian. I think we might have lost you. Um, but yeah, you guys, I'm going to bring the chat room in here and see what you guys are saying. So I haven't been paying attention to it. So just give me 1 second here and let's see what's up, you guys. See what you guys think about the upside down tree. Hey, Party Puppy, man. Thanks for, again, the access to newspapers.com. Let's see here. I'll roll it back here in a second, but Lily says it seems like the upside down Christmas tree is worshiping the wrong God. Yeah, I've never seen an upside down Christmas tree in a store for sale. Wait, now in this reality, it is and always has been. Thanks for dropping in, Party Puppy. Enjoy your food. Let me roll back and see what you guys were saying. Reality Check says, yeah, this is a Mandela effect for sure for me. I remember old 10 all silver Christmas trees. We had one when I was a kid, but definitely not upside down trees. No way, no how, not in this reality. Thank you, Reality Check. It's sick and gross. Never in my 70 years, Marlene says. Marlene, sorry. I think that's what it is. Agree, never seen this until a few days ago. What else we got? Okay, so Lily says, honestly, I do not think the upside down trees are a shift other than evil shifting to being the forefront. And he's back.
yeah, sorry about that.
No worries, man.
I'm in the mountains, so it's like sketchy.
Yeah, no worries. Where you at right now? You said you were somewhere away from home?
I'm in North Carolina.
Oh, nice, man. That's a good place to be.
All these pine trees everywhere, and it's funny you called me. We're talking about Christmas trees.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Nature's awesome. That's awesome to be in nature.
I've yet to see an upside down one yet.
Yeah, well, you keep your eye open. You guys, I'll let you know. One thing for sure is, come, when I have a window, which I'll probably have a window, you guys. Probably like after the 20th, I will be taking a trip over to the Del Coronado Hotel, and I will be interviewing people. I'm going to do it, you guys, as a little Christmas treat. I will go over there and I will. This is the Del Coronado Hotel. Like I said, I've been in there like so many times during Christmas time. I've never seen it inverted. I think this is the first time they've done it. This is the inside of the Del Coronado, the freaking amazing, beautiful Del Coronado Hotel on Coronado Island in San Diego. And this is what they're doing this year. The first time. So as far as I know. And so I'm gonna go over there and I'm just gonna be like talking to people about it and see what they have to say. So that'll be my little Christmas treat to you guys. Yeah, sometime after the 20th, I'll run over there. What a trip, man. Like I just and I can't believe it, the Bing Crosby song changing. That's weird, man. Did you still there, Brian? I think we lost him again. Yeah, yeah. So you guys, I'll put a link to Scarab's video too here, because he had that this hit him pretty hard, like it is me, and he talks about the Bing Crosby song as well. And wow, what a trip! It takes something like this for me to come back on right now because I'm pretty anti YouTube right now for many reasons, and so it really would take something like this for me to come back. Hey, Rob and Neely without the K. Uh, Never upside down. Oh, that yeah. You know what? You know what I want to do right now because I've never seen this either. I'm gonna look at the Santa in the green suit because I've never seen Santa in a green suit. Santa Claus, not that I can recall anyway. Green suit. I mean, when you just type in Santa Claus, I don't see any green suit. So, but apparently, Scarab and I think a couple of the people were saying that yeah, they have seen it before as an alternative thing, but it doesn't look like it's okay. Let's see. Hmm. I mean, I think in like Coca-Cola commercials, I've seen it, or like ads or something like that. So, hey, 1 second here. I'll pull up the green suit Santa. In the spirit of Christmas, yeah, I'm probably not gonna be doing a lot of casts, a lot of videos during Christmas time, and probably not too many at all until I figure out what I'm doing with this channel. But green suit Santa. Santa used to wear green. Hmm. Interesting. There you go, ladies. Merry Christmas. Huh. Yeah, I can't say I've ever seen a green suit Santa myself. I haven't seen this personally. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, Coca-Cola. I feel like I remember an ad like this where I saw a green suit Santa. That might have been like the only time. Huh. Interesting. Okay. But yeah, you guys, there's lots of search results, man, for upside down Christmas tree. You know, quite a bit. Let's just before I go here, let's see what else we got. 1967. Uh, hmm. Yeah, I don't know, you guys. I was actually a little blown away that let's see what we got here. That my when I spoke with my mom on the phone and she was like, "Yeah, I've known about it. We've known about it." And I'm just like, "Really?" Let's see. That was a delightful year when the world saw its first upside down Christmas tree. Moral: never be afraid to turn things over and look at them from a fresh angle. So what year was that? Let's see what we got. In Tokyo, they built a 200-foot paper machete. I'm sorry, machete tree. Night before Christmas. Huh. I don't know, man. I don't know what to think. It's just really strange. It's just really strange. Okay. Most of you don't have recollection of this. I definitely don't. One more time, you guys. Let's see what you guys are saying before I bail. Um, is that right, Robin? A lot of look at the way you spelled a lot, by the way. That's cool. Thank you for spelling a lot the way I remember it. A lot of Christmas traditions have evil history behind it, going way back. Hey, Robin, question. Do you ever remember Brian McFarlane being Brian McFarland? I do. And apparently Kristen does too, and a few other people. So, anyway, I could have sworn there was a time when he was Brian McFarlane, and maybe McFarlane, maybe not even MacFarlane. I mean, Santa, even the word Santa is like, it looks like Satan in a way. Okay, so Robin, you remember his name being with a D, McFarland. And this is a weird, very strange, freaky reality. It's so strange, you guys. You remember it too, Lily. Yeah, he was Brian McFarland. I don't mean to freak him out. I don't mean to freak him out, but Brian, your name changed, dude. I'm not the only one. There's other people that saw your name with a D and not an E. And Robin McNeely, or not McNeely. Oh my God. Now it's going to turn into Robin McNeely because I just said that. Sorry, Robin. Oh well. Doesn't sound bad. So, no, but Robin's name, many people saw Robin's name here, the moderator in the room, with a K, Kneely. I was one of those people. No, no, Robin. No, Scarab did not brainwash people. I saw it. I remember it. No, I saw. I used to think it was an interesting name. I mean, it still is, but I used to think because I mean, like a person's knee. That's how I referenced it. I referenced your last name because I used to think knee, Kn, right, like a knee, right, Knee, right, knee. So yeah, yeah. No, dude. I mean, dudette. I know your name is Neely. But now but see, you yourself, Robin, you're like, you saw Brian's name with a D, right? So, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, Brian. Yeah, it's weird seeing your name, Brian. It could have even been McFarland, not Mac. Kind of like Big Mac. Some people remember, McDonald's opposed to McDonald's. Both have existed, by the way, when I did the research on it. So it turns out that maybe it's a shifty world after all, and we're just a bunch of shifty people. Whether CERN's doing it or who knows, the AI, who knows what's causing it? A merging of worlds, you know? Quantum immortality is even a possibility. And that this reality is just playful and more fluid and more dreamlike, more matrix like. Yeah. You know what, you guys? Regardless, it's like, I feel like a lot of us have we've gained some unfortunate anxiety through this process, and yet an amusement. Like I've said, be amused, not confused. But there's a there's a wonderment, a childlike, kid-like for many of us, wonderment of what this all means and what it is. And it's so strange how so many people don't see it, refuse to see it, shrug it off. And, because when you're in your daily life and you're just doing life, present day life, day to day, most of the stuff that is shifting and changing is in the past. So the present moment's not that affected. Of course, until an upside down Christmas tree shows up. But I don't know, ever since I noticed the shifts in reality, I feel like a kid again in so many ways. And for that, I'm thankful because I have an amusement and a curiosity of life and what it all means more than I have in a long time. And I think that a lot of us are like that now. We're just like, wow, what's going to happen next? What does all this mean? And I think it does have a lot to do with frequency, by the way. 55 Porter. I think it does. I think it really has a lot to do with our reality, our the frequency of our reality, because everything is vibration, right? Everything is vibration. So yeah, we live in a magnetic construct. It's very vibratory, and yeah, good, good, good vibrations. All right, you guys, thank you for joining. Um, and I just thank you, Brian, for coming on in here and having a chat. This version of you. Um, it would be cool to have Brian McFarland and Brian McFarland in their chat room at the same time. Interview you both at the same time. What would the differences be? All right. All right, you guys. You got one more video from me for sure coming. I'm going to go to Del Coronado Hotel at some point and talk to some people about what they think about the upside down Christmas tree there. So stay tuned for that. And thanks again for just being patient with me as I process what I'm doing with this channel because I really still don't know. But I I couldn't refuse coming on and talking about the upside down Christmas tree, man. Just couldn't. It's too interesting. Whether it was like a reality shift or not, it's still interesting because many of us have never seen it. All right, you guys. Much love and enjoy the holidays.